Imagine a cold night at St. James Park. The floodlights illuminate every corner of the stadium, and the wind sweeping in from the Tyne seems to carry something different. There's a feeling of anticipation in the air, a rumor quietly spreading among supporters. In the pubs and across social media, there's only one topic of conversation. Something big is happening behind the scenes at Newcastle United. Something that could completely change the club's direction and reignite a dream many thought had faded away. Fans are restless, eager to find out what's coming. Some talk about a blockbuster signing, others swear they've heard from sources close to the club that a historic move is being prepared. And, let's be honest, when it comes to Newcastle's current ownership, there are no limits to what might be in the works. The PIF era arrived to turn the club into a European powerhouse, and perhaps this is the moment when that promise finally comes to life. But before revealing the name that has Tyneside buzzing with excitement, here's a quick reminder: if you're passionate about Newcastle United and want to follow every behind-the-scenes story, every hot rumor and every move the club makes, make sure to subscribe to the channel right now. That way, you won't miss a thing and you'll help this project continue bringing quality content made especially for Magpies supporters. Now, back to what really matters. 4 years ago, Newcastle United was trapped in a cycle of frustration and stagnation. The sale to the consortium made up of Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, RB Sports and Media, and PCP Capital Partners changed everything. Since 2021, the club has been rebuilding with modern management, an increasingly ambitious structure, and a long-term vision. But until now, the focus has been on young talents and emerging players, not established superstars. That, however, seems about to change. The revelation is stunning, according to reports from the Spanish outlet Fichajes and confirmed by 442 magazine. Newcastle United are accelerating efforts to sign Eduardo Camavinga, the Real Madrid star and one of the most promising midfielders in world football. It would be the first true Galactico of the PIF era, a signing that would not only strengthen the squad but also boost the club's global prestige. Sources claim that Newcastle are ready to table an offer in the region of €70 million to convince Real Madrid to negotiate for the 22-year-old Frenchman. It's a bold move, the kind of statement that reflects a club aiming to join Europe's elite. Camavinga is one of the most respected names of his generation and ranks 10th among the best defensive midfielders in the world. According to Forta, at Real Madrid, Camavinga finds himself in a transitional phase. With Xabi Alonso now in charge, the midfield has gained new options, making his position more competitive. Although Carlo Ancelotti often used him even as a left-back, Alvaro Carreras' arrival has reduced that necessity. This situation means that, despite being highly valued, Camavinga could be more open to a new challenge, and that's where Newcastle come in. According to 442, Eddie Howe sees Camavinga as the ideal profile to bring balance and intensity to the Magpies' midfield. He could operate as a deep-lying playmaker on the left side of the 4-3-3, replacing Joe Linton, or even as an inverted fullback, a role Howe has experimented with through Lewis Hall. The vision is clear: bring in a player who combines physical power, technical ability, and high-level experience, something few in the current squad possess. What makes this potential signing even more symbolic is its meaning for the fans. Since the new owners took charge, supporters have dreamed of a marquee name, someone capable of putting Newcastle back on the global football map. With Camavinga, that vision starts to look tangible. Imagine the impact of this news at St. James Park, a Champions League winner wearing the black and white shirt. And if you're one of those fans who truly believes Newcastle are on the verge of the biggest leap in their history, take a second to subscribe to the channel right now. Every new subscription strengthens this passionate community and ensures you're the first to know about every behind-the-scenes update like this one. Still, there's one major obstacle that can't be ignored. Real Madrid are not known for letting go of talents of this caliber. Camavinga's contract runs until 2029, and according to Transfermarkt, his market value sits around €50 million, but the Spanish giants would hardly consider anything short of a 9-figure offer. Even so, Newcastle's financial power and the Saudi-led ambition make the move far more plausible than it may initially seem. Another challenge for the Magpies lies within the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules, PSR. After signing Malik Theo, Nick Woltemade, Anthony Elanga and Jacob Ramsey, the club have already spent over £110 million in the last window. Although Alexander Isak's sale helped balance the books, a move of Camavinga's magnitude would require careful financial engineering. However, there are growing signs that the club is ready to take bigger risks. Internally, the board know the squad needs a player who can immediately change the competitive landscape. Newcastle have struggled this season, currently sitting 13th in the Premier League after the defeat to West Ham. Interestingly, 442 pointed out that Newcastle have so far focused on building squad depth rather than signing stars. This strategy, while smart for long-term stability, hasn't produced immediate results. A signing like Camavinga's would completely shift that dynamic, a definitive message that Newcastle are ready to compete with the giants. The French international, already a Champions League and Nations League winner, carries a level of maturity rare for his age. At just 22, he has played in decisive matches, faced the world's best, and learned under legendary managers. He's precisely the type of player who can raise the standard of the entire squad, not just on the pitch, but within the dressing room too. Sources close to the club suggest that Eddie Howe specifically asked for a ready-made figure, someone with a winning mentality, to lead the dressing room and inspire younger players. That request reportedly reached the board, who identified Camavinga as the perfect fit. Although Real Madrid have shown no clear intention to sell, Newcastle believe that a strong bid could at least open negotiations. For long-time Newcastle supporters, seeing their club linked with names like Camavinga is already a sign of progress. It's proof that the days of modest transfers and pragmatic football are over. Today, Newcastle operate in a market that once seemed unreachable. And even if the deal doesn't materialize right now, the message is clear. The Magpies are playing at a new level. Meanwhile, fans continue to dream. They imagine Camavinga gliding through midfield, St. James Park roaring, and the team once again fighting at the top of the table and under the European lights. They dream of a new era, one defined by ambition, pride, and greatness. And if everything goes according to plan, that dream might be closer than ever. Before the video ends, here's one last invitation. If you want to stay up to date with every twist and turn of this story and all the real Newcastle United news that matters, hit the subscribe button now. The Magpies' new era is only just beginning and you won't want to miss a second of it.